Hey, what's up guys, Lego Monster here, and welcome back to yet another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my mock of the M46 Patton. And so this tank is actually a very unrealistic sort of tank, but you can still see that it's kind of similar to its actual design. Alright, so let's start with the probably most important part of a tank, the shooting thing. Yes, the cannon sort of thing. I don't know what to call it because actually it's right up here, right there. And so this tank is made for more kind of battle instead of more back, and it kind of has some good defenses, but it's not too good at defense. It's more made to kind of attack. So this was made in the Cold War, early amount of the Cold War, but it was mostly used in the Korean War. And one of the most famous battles in the Korean War this was used was Operation Ripper. Now let's get to the actual build, the actual mock. So here we have kind of the front design to protect the treads. Then we have an almost about 180 degree turn. It turns, and so inside, so this is the cannon. It's pretty long, but in the actual tank it is quite long. It's about half the size of the tank, and we have a little latch up here that opens and closes, so you can put, and it's enough space to put about one minifigure in, like that. Then on this side of the pilot part, we have a tread, an extra tread, just in case one of these gets blown up. We have two gasoline tanks right here, one here and then one on the other side here. We have some backlights, and this actually, not in the actual tank, but this side of the tank is more protected from enemies, but it's kind of hard in this style build to kind of do that. We have some extra detail right here, kind of add a gun right there and stuff like that. And next we take a look inside the cockpit. So here is a look inside. There's actually not much space in there. As you can see, there's a couple studs on the bottom, and good thing about this is that when you rotate this part, the minifigure also rotates with it. And if you don't want to put one in there, just close it back up. Some further design into the tank, we have a little machine gun right there. We'll focus. Yeah, like right here, you can move it almost 360 degrees. I mean 180. And so here's the machine gun, and this is actually what kills a lot of people, of enemies in wars, because you can't kill it. You just can't like shoot into it and like blow it up. And this tank had a really, as I mentioned earlier, a really long sort of cannon. And this cannon had a weird sort of kind of hemisphere, I wouldn't call it that, cylinder sort of shape, oval shaped thing in the front, which I don't have because I don't know how to build that part. But yeah, that's an interesting part of it. And a little history on this. This was used, as I said before, in the Korean War, mostly. And then it was famously used in Operation Ripper, where South Korea had to take over Seoul right after Operation Killer. And then, in addition to the whole tank, you have this little minifigure right here. Alright, so here's the minifigure. As you can see, this is not an ordinary character. It wasn't like Lego certified made or anything like that. It has the Hydra mask, which is kind of cool, but also at the same time it doesn't fit in with the scene. But it's a mask that would go in with the outfit. And then we have Camo Pants, which are not Lego, or they're Lego pants, regular brown pants, but they don't. I painted it. Then we have a nice little Halo Mega Construx SMG, and we have a normal kind of Hoth shirt. And this is kind of what a regular soldier would look like, except without the mask. Mask is for more like hiding in the trees, camo style. And let me bring this into relationship with the actual tank. So, zoom out here. Alright, so the minifigure is about half the height of it, almost a little less than half the height. It's about as tall as the treads. And if we put size of minifigure, yeah, it's about 1.5 minifigures tall. Then we also have the width of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 10 minifigures long, feet by feet, not arms. So you can place about, I would say, 7 minifigures side by side right next to it. And now to the playability of the set. It's not too well because it does fall apart very easily. The design of it overall, though, is pretty cool, I think. I mean, I made it, so why wouldn't I say that? We have a lot of options you can use here, like gas tanks, turnable, I don't know what that is. I need to do some more research. And machine gun in the front, moving treads, and the cannon out front of it. Okay. And this is actually made of 2 kind of special pieces. So we have this piece right here. It kind of looks like a rocket launcher. It came in the Arctic set, I believe. Arctic. And then we also have one that came from Lex Luthor set with Superman and Wonder Woman. So yeah, see, as I told you, this is very fragile. I just accidentally moved it and look, the whole thing comes off. But that gives me an opportunity to show you the under of it. Alright, so here it is. The treads move pretty good, but they don't move in synchronized motions, so I can move one of these without moving the other. You can the wheels for more traction on the floor, so that just in case the treads don't work, the wheel will actually turn the treads for it. And so yeah, that's the basic tread sort of action. and I'll actually show you in a second how it actually goes on a rough surface. Alright, and 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so that is pretty smooth for my saying. I barely have to push it for it to move. It is pretty smooth surface also, so it would on carpet easy. So yeah, it rolls very smoothly and it's quite loud also. You don't have to push down on it, and you actually don't want to push down on it when you're rolling, because if I zoom in a little bit, on underneath all of the spinning cockpit sort of place, it's one stud higher, so it's like one brick higher. Right here, let me see. Yeah, about this much higher. And because of that, if you push down too hard, this whole thing, this whole cockpit base part of the build will actually all fall off. And you don't want that because it takes a pretty long time to fix and all. And also it happens when you're turning it. Alright. So this is basically the build of the M46 Patton, kind of my own creation sort of review. I hope you enjoyed it, and you will be seeing this in the future in some stop motions. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!